Hello guys, welcome back to RushtheWashers. My name is Miguel. I'm the fellow painter over here, the one that is trying to get you diminish your pile of shame faster than you can build it on eBay or Amazon, okay? So stop buying online, try to paint faster. So today I'm gonna share with you my opinion about why do I think that mediocre is a good thing. And it's a little bit clickbaity, but please bear with me, okay? For a few minutes I'm gonna give you my opinion about what I've been learning through all these years of painting miniatures. Now, I'm gonna divide it in 5 points. If you share any of the opinions that I have over here, or if you disagree fundamentally with what I'm saying, please put it down there on the comments below so we can start a conversation with everybody. If you haven't done it yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to put more videos more often now that I have changed my branding a little bit. And if you think that what I'm saying is actually has some nugget of truth on it, please like. And if you think I'm full of crap, yes, dislike my video. It helps anyway, and it's gonna keep me working on making more of these videos for you all. So we're gonna start from the first one, and we're gonna go from bottom to top. The last one is gonna be the most important one, and the first one is the thing that I consider is okay. I mean, well, basically all of them are important in my opinion. So number 5, it is doable. It is doable, okay? A lot of us have begun the hobby by seeing great pictures of people and their miniatures, okay? I remember when I started back in the 90s. Yes, I'm old, man. Back in the 90s, glazing through these White Dwarf magazines and seeing these greatly painted miniatures back then, like from Mike McVeigh and all these painters back then. Mike McVeigh is probably one of my favorite painters from the era. He's old hammer, middle hammer, perfect. So back then I was like, I want to do this thing. I want to paint like this guy, okay? And obviously that doesn't happen one day to another, okay? And for most of us, having this aim of becoming a master overnight, it is what has killed a lot of the motivation that we have. And we need to be realistic. It is doable means that you are able to achieve the results sooner than later, okay? And by that you can keep your motivation high. And motivation is the most important thing on painting and chipping away at that freaking pile of shame. So by giving yourself the mediocrity level of competence, you are making yourself, allowing yourself to become a good painter. Believe it or not, it is doable means you will do it, okay? If you see yourself climbing Mount Everest overnight, believe me, it's not gonna happen. You will need to start going up hills first. So it is doable, is a great trait of mediocrity. Number 4, quantity is a quality of its own. Yes, I don't know how many times I have to repeat this. I'd rather play with somebody that has all the freaking miniatures painted than somebody that has one painted. It doesn't matter how many hours you spend on that one miniature. Nobody cares when you're playing with them. I'm a gamer. You probably are a gamer too. You don't come here to get tips from me teaching you how to paint at a golden demon standard, okay? I'm not doing that. I'm not selling or advertising myself as one of those people. I'm not a painting guru. I'm an army painter. I paint armies. Okay, I need hundreds of miniatures ready for a tournament or a game with a friend. And my game will be better because my miniatures are painted. Because quantity is a quality of its own. And it's because I'm compromising that quality, that high level quality, just because I want to do more in less time. Settling for mediocre, in this case, makes a lot of sense. You want your friends to play with you and bring their own painted miniatures all the time? Tell them the same thing that I'm telling you. Be a little bit mediocre. Go for mediocre. It makes a difference when you're playing with somebody that has everything painted. Number 3, it provides consistency. How many times have you heard people saying, oh, I put all my miniatures that I painted 10 years ago into brake fluid or isopropyl alcohol, whatever, and just scrape everything out, scrap them clean, and I'm gonna start painting them again. They're never gonna paint them again. All right, let's be realistic here. If you have a pile of shame the size of mine, and you are going back in time and repainting your miniatures, this is never happening. Not even your great grandchildren will finish painting your miniatures. you need to settle for a standard. So the consistency that mediocrity gives you will mean that whenever you start painting an army and when you finish painting that army, there will be more or less the same. So that mediocrity, that level, that standard that you did now is great. Consistency is the key here, okay? This is a life-changing thing. Consistency. If you are an army painter, aim for consistency. Mediocrity will give you that at the least amount of effort. Number 2. This is counterintuitive, but it actually makes a lot of sense when you understand what I'm trying to say here. It allows you to improve. What the heck? What do you mean? I mean, you were telling me now to go for mediocre and consistency on mediocrity, but you're telling me I can improve? Okay, yes. Hear me out. I'm not talking about improving your quality significantly. I'm talking about improving your painting method. You can do the same thing that you did before faster because you learn the tricks. Your hand-eye coordination is better. You know how to put those blends in with the washes faster. You have learned how to do dry brushing so fast that you can do it in 5 minutes instead of 10 minutes. So you find these small gaps in the method that you can improve with. You find this improvement, these cheats to make your life easier, okay? If you are like me and you have a job and you have some other hobbies, you need to spend the least amount of time doing repetitive things so you can get those results. And this brings me to point number 1. After we've done the doable, the quantity is a quality of its own, the consistency and the improvement of the method. Number 1, top of it, is this. It gets things done. It gets things done. Mediocre is good because it gets things done, okay? And disclaimer once again, I'm not talking about golden demon competitions, crystal brush competitions. I'm not talking to you guys. You are awesome. You know what you have to do. You do it well. Keep doing that. I'm talking to the army painter population here, like me. People who want to get their army painted in 1 year or less. I'm talking about people who have hundreds of models in boxes, like those ones over there that I have right here. You see that, okay? And you want them to be on the table one day or another, sooner than later, before you die, okay? It gets things done. So mediocre means you know how much time you want to spend on doing this because you have time constraints, because you have a tournament, because you have a game with your friend, because you want to get this army painted within a time frame. And you are gonna get things thrown at you all the time, and your hobbies are gonna go to a second or third or fourth place in life. Get things done. Settle for mediocre rather than excellence, because excellence sometimes doesn't make sense. Okay, I know many people that strive for this level so high and they can do it, but they don't have the time, they don't have the consistency, they don't have the work ethic to see their vision through. And that's why mediocrity is a great tool in your toolbox. Settle for mediocre, finish your work. It is better to have a high school diploma with a low score than not having one because you couldn't pass 2 or 3 subjects, even though everything else is an A star, okay? If you are one of my students, don't listen to this. This is not for you, okay? This is not for you. This is for painters, army painters. But it's an example, okay? Finish your stuff. Get things done. And mediocrity helps you achieve that. This is my opinion about the subject. I've been painting armies for, what now? Almost 30 years, okay? With different levels of competence. And I can tell you something now. Mediocre has given me the freedom to express myself with miniatures that I didn't have before. Before I was sweating over doing these smooth transitions, very nice things, very nice freehands. You know what? I can do 1 or 2 of those, but I cannot do that on every single miniature in my army, okay? It is undoable. I rather enjoy the experience of going to a tournament and playing against people with painted armies. I rather enjoy the experience of going to a place where everybody has their painted armies than going somewhere and seeing somebody who has two golden demon level miniatures on the army, 2 unfinished units, very nicely painted but unfinished, and you can see that on, I don't know, whatever, okay? and then the rest of the army is different shades of primer and or plastic and glue. Strive to finish. Mediocre is good enough. Believe me, a lot of people don't understand this. You can win competitions, painting competitions, going to a tournament where everybody brings an unpainted army and yours is the only one that is painted, and it's a mediocre level. Yeah, sure, but you are the only one. One is better than none. Okay, so this is my opinion. Please share yours. Disagree with me, agree with me, roast me, whatever. I'll enjoy it anyways. So go to the comment section and let's start the conversation. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a like or a dislike. I don't care. Okay, just tell me how do you feel about this video, and subscribe is gonna help me to keep pushing this through. Okay, my name is Miguel. Thank you for listening to me. Have a great day. Bye.